This is Sally's little cousin Joey again. And we finally got our big chance to do what the police detectives couldn't do. And that was rescue Space Girl, or Lisa Murphy. I guess that's what her real name is, from her kidnappers. When I say we, I mean just about everybody connected to the Woody and Sally Detective Agency. And that includes my mom, and my uncle, and my 2 new friends. Unfortunately, we didn't exactly have a plan on what we were going to do once we got here. Maybe Boyke had a plan. I don't know. It sure doesn't look like it so far. But I'm sure Sally, I mean the Volcano goddess, will come up with something.
Let's all be cool about the situation we got here.
Did one of you do that to my jail cell? Over there?
Ballet does not like jail cells.
Let's not mention jail cells to her, buddy.
So, you have been here. And obviously, you 2 are close associates?
Woody is a private investigator. Pele is the goddess of the volcano. But she is also a private investigator. She knew you would come back here. That's what you thought, right, Pele?
He would be waiting here for a phone call from someone inside that fried chicken store. The real mastermind of your cowardly kidnapping of the Space Girl, the savior of the universe. And that man there is helping you.
So, the savior of the universe is about to be saved by Pele, the goddess of the volcano? I think you all must be crazy. But you did manage to bring Elite L firepower with you.
Get ready to use that thing, friend. Banzai! Banzai!
No, Uncle. You might hit one of the good guys.
Give me your gun, or I will blow this place up. Let's see how this thing works.
That's clear. That lady is something else.
Where are we going?
He's still got a grenade, George.
What the hell is in that spear?
How does this thing work?
I can fly an airplane, too. You know.
If I can crawl under the Jeep and get one of those guns that got knocked to the ground, then I can shoot him from the side. You'll have to cover me. Very.
Cover you? What do you mean? Get on top of you?
Come with me and get in the Jeep, or I will blow this thing up, along with your family and your friends.
He has Joey, Miss Pei Pei.
zu Hause steigst? No Problem.
Should we chase them, Miss Pele?
No. We wait.
We wait? We can't wait.
I almost had a clean shot of his head.
He took my friends.
We're back. That gun is toast. That fire spear is really cool, but you need to get yourself a laser gun. Weren't there two more kids here? Where are they? Why did you let Smelly Nazi get away?
He took my 2 friends, Woody.
And my son.
Leave it to that smelly Nazi creep. He has 2 kids to kill. Now, just give me a chance to put a hole through his head.
Oh no. This is terrible.
Is that a rocket launcher?
We will stop him when the time is right. I will go back to my home and wait. The rest of you can go back to the office.
We're bringing that rocket launcher back with us. Right?
I hope you know what you are doing, Miss Pele.
Pele always knows what she is doing.
I will take the big gun off the Jeep. It is useless now.
I'm going back with my daughter. You'll be safer with them.
Okay. George.
We should stay together, Uncle Kimoko, and go with Pele.
We rescue Mary, okay?
Her name is Sharon, Uncle Kimoko.
When we go back, we should not stop at the chicken store. That might put Joey and the girl in greater danger. This man might be recognized by someone.
You're right, Pokey.
So what about this man, Mr. Woody? Should we tie him up?
He helped save Space Girl and me. Give him a bigger gun in case that Nazi's Jeep returns. Thank you for trusting me.
I trust you, Stutter Man. If Smelly Nazi returns, shoot him in the head, for me. Nuts. I missed.
Well, I, alone, will be going through with this kidnapping plan now. Stutterman has lost his share of the loot. All I have to do is make it to the road behind the armory at the palace grounds and wait until 3 p.m. This is the genius of our plan. The exchange will be made in a public spot, with loads of tourists around to give me cover. And I will be using you two for cover as well. So, what's with you two? And why did you jump into my Jeep, little girl?
I go where Joey goes.
Her name is Sharon.
So, is she part of your family too? Your family came to rescue Spaceship Girl. How noble of you.
No, the Woody and Sally Detective Agency did.
Well, like I said, you are all a bunch of lunatics. The Woody and Sally Detective Agency has just got you two killed.
Are we going to die, Joey?
Don't say anything, Sharon. We will be okay.
No, you won't.
How did you manage to get us in this big mess, Sally Humphrey? Joey and that Jap girl are doomed. What do we do now?
We drive back to my house and wait for Joey's call.
Of course. Wait for Joey's call. Of course. That's what we'll do. Obviously. So why aren't we chasing after that guy's Jeep?
We need to find out the kidnap and money drop-off spot. That is where the Nazi is heading. We must make sure that Space Girl's father delivers the ransom. He does not know Space Girl has been rescued. Obviously.
So call the police and tell them.
Pele does not call the police.
You should be nice to one another, because you might never know when someone will be gone, and you're gonna kind of miss them.
You're right, Pele. We do not call the police.
I put that grenade under your leg. If you try to escape, she will follow you. The grenade will go off and certainly kill her, and maybe even you. I recommend that you both stay put.
Hello, Pele. Hello, Pele. Can you read me? Hello, the goddess of the volcano. Do you read me? Darn. I can't get through to her. Boy, Sharon, maybe you shouldn't have done that.
Done what?
Jump in the car.
I did it. Because I love you. Joey.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I did not take the pin out of the grenade. You can put that grenade under my car seat, if you like, young lady. We will park behind the gas station as soon as the gas station mechanic does a little work on the car doors. I'm going inside the station for a while. No funny stuff from you, too.
Hello, sir. I bet you do good mechanical work. My uncle does good mechanical work. Mostly on submarines. He is Japanese. So, am I. You look Japanese too. Joey here isn't Japanese, but we are good friends. I was wondering if you could be our friend and do Joey and myself a big favor.
I feel very fortunate to have met you, Mr. Boyke. How long have you been a detective here?
Not very long, but Boyke is learning. The god Yo told me to help save a young kidnapped girl. Boyke's home burned down when he was very young, and no one came to help. Boyke is here to help.
I am very, very worried for Joey and that little Japanese girl.
Don't worry. If I can get a hold of that bazooka, I will put a really big hole through that Nazi's head.
That should make us all worry even more.
Boyke will go out and take a good look at that bazooka.
I'll help you.
We haven't found out where he went yet. The contact gave the Nazi a drop-off location. But I suppose we'll just have to wait for a word from Detective Sally Emfried, for that matter.
You have a lot of faith in Sally, Mr. Jackson.
Boyke. I like that name. Boy. Key.
Hello there, Ernie. Or is it Stutter Man? I can't figure out which one you prefer, so I'll just call you Stutter Man. Can't say that I like that name much, though. Hey, what did you think of my Kentucky Fried Sausage there, Stutter Man? Finger looking good, wouldn't you say? One could lose his head over it.
All of Sharon's uncles, guns, and stuff are still on that army jeep. But we're okay. Pele still has her magic fire spear.
I do better than that.
Is anyone else hungry?
Well, Pele, after this is over, you can tell me all about the goddess Pele, and exactly what her duties are, or whatever you want to talk about, whenever you're ready.
Okay,
But we still have some very important detective work to finish up on.
that's right. And this walkie-talkie will help us finish. Joey will come through, and we will get him back. Father,
Don't forget about Sharon. She is important, you know. Sharon is a very important person to her uncle here. And to me too.
Just like Sally's important to me. Sally's in charge now, and a big rescue is in order. So shall we all head back to the office of the soon-to-be legendary Woody and Sally Detective Agency?
yes, the office of the Woody and Sally Detective Agency is where we should be.
Well, right at the moment. I wish I was back at my cousin Sally's house, eating some of her special roasted chicken. My uncle kinda got it right when he said, the soon-to-be legendary Woody and Sally Detective Agency. But I've been saying that all along. So, before they left for the office, Sally gets a call from the mechanic at the gas station. He tells them that he is passing along our message that we plan to be at Sharon's birthday celebration at the Olani Palace grounds at 3 p.m. I'm sure glad he made that call for us. My walkie-talkie signal can't transmit for more than a couple of miles, I found out. I also found out that Sharon can think on her toes. Being a top-notch private investigator, Sally knows a code and message when she hears one. So, she immediately calls up Woody at the office. Woody and Boy Key know exactly where the Olani Palace is, along with most everyone else in Hawaii, I guess. So everyone at the office, except my mom, gets ready to head out for the big showdown, which is going to involve a big armored truck. But they don't know that yet. Boy Key says they need to wait for the right time, so they won't interfere with anything. He also says that they need to be patient and professional and all of that stuff. You learn from experience, working in the detective business. He was probably making a little joke. Anyway, my mom says she will stay behind and pray for me. God bless my mom. We're now at the big connection spot now. By the way, boy, do I recognize this place. That Nazi guy is standing outside the car, sizing up the situation, I guess. It looks to me that there aren't a whole lot of tourists around. Anyway, not as many as he thought there was going to be.
Joey, aren't you glad you live in America?
Live in America? You bet. Hawaii is mostly America.
I am Japanese, but I was born in America, and I live in America. So, I am an American.
Me too, except for the Japanese part.
It seems a little funny, but I don't feel so lonely now. I guess we will die together as Americans.
Come on, Sharon. We're not gonna die.
Nuts. I missed.
This is kind of a stupid video, you know. So, that Nazi must have figured that it was about time for the ransom to show up. He comes back and tells us that we can't get out from the inside anymore. But I already figured that one out. Just don't try any funny stuff. Anyway, he says, just then, an armored truck arrives and turns into the road where he said the drop-off was gonna be. So he starts walking toward the rear of the truck, even though no one in the truck sent him any kind of signal or anything like that, as far as I could see. That guy at the KFC must have told him that the truck will be unlocked and unguarded, because the Nazi sure is acting pretty cool about this whole ransom thing. He also must have figured that Sharon and me are important enough for somebody to pay out some big bucks for us. I was just being hopeful about that at the time. I don't know what happened to Space Girl. Maybe her and Woody are still flying around in that airplane somewhere. You know, I like surprises, but I sure wasn't ready for this one. Then some nerdy-looking guy jumps into the car and throws a large KFC box on the side seat. He tells us that the armored car was nothing but a hoax. The real ransom bearer bonds, he says, are waiting for him in a bank safe deposit box at the First National Bank of Hawaii, right off Waikiki Beach, all courtesy of Lisa Murphy's rich father. He wasn't expecting us to be in the Jeep, but he said he will use us as to get out of the city. I don't know what he meant by that exactly, but I ain't scared of anyone who runs a Kentucky Fried Chicken store. I was sort of curious though about what's in the box. Oh yeah, Sally is hearing all of this. Change your plan, she says. Sharon's crazy uncle says he knows where that bank is and tells Sally's dad that they can use his submarine to make a beach landing World War II style and attack the bank building from the beach. This way they can save both their two nephew kids together now as glorious friends and allies. I think we may have mentioned how he likes baseball now, too. So, Sally drops them off at this up here and says good luck to both of them. Boy, are they gonna need it.
We got him, we got him, we got him, we got him. Take that. Smelly Nazi. We work really good, as a team. Don't we? So, let's go. Finish him off.
But before Space Girl can put a big hole through the Nazi's head, Sally drives up and tells him that the Nazi was just being played. She tells Woody, Boy Key, and Space Girl where the real ransom drop will be taking place, and says for them to forget about that Nazi guy and follow her in her VW. Back at the sub, Crazy Uncle and Sally's dad send out a bulletin on the sub's radio that gives the Jeep Cherokee's license number and the rest of the stuff about the bank and the kidnapping of Lisa Murphy and all that. He lets my uncle do the talking because the English language makes him crazy. So now everyone is down the street from the First National Bank of Hawaii, and I do mean everyone. Police cars are everywhere. Not only did they hear the broadcast from the submarine, they also heard my walkie-talkie, along with a lot of other people. But they're all staying away. Apparently, Lisa Murphy's dad didn't bother telling anyone about his arrangement with the armored truck, but he did tell the FBI about the arrangement with the bank safe deposit box. And, guess what? The FBI isn't in the bank, waiting, also. So, all that is left is for someone to rescue me and Sharon. The gang is at the Honolulu bookstore, where it all started for Woody and Boy Key a few days ago.
Please take this. The God Yo loves you.
Barry says he is gonna go look for his only two friends, me and Sharon. Woody and Boy Key are going to search for us too, and with guns. Meanwhile, Sally and Space Girl are comparing their weapons.
So, you're the savior of the universe, huh?
You bet I am. But I can't do stuff like that alone. You know. It requires teamwork.
Yes, that's right. A lot of teamwork.
Speaking of teamwork, the uncles and the submarine arrives for the big World War II style assault and rescue, and immediately gets grounded at the Kahio Beach Park. Maybe they shouldn't have parked at the bookstore, because Space Girl and Sally are starting to get some big ideas. Space Girl and Sally are really connecting, finally, and they're talking about working together as a team. They figured that together they can not only rescue people in distress, but just possibly, someday, maybe, conquer all the wicked people and the evils of the world. Kind of like superheroes, except as chicks. Space Girl thinks she finally now has a real weapon, and she knows how it works. And of course, the Hawaiian goddess of the volcano, Bele, has her fire spare. You know, this never was a tale about a kidnapping, or Space Girl's escape and rescue, or Sally's dad, or Sharon, or her friend Barry, or her crazy uncle, or Boy Key and his Gadio, or my mother, God bless her, or Woody trying to get Sally back, or the Nazi, or Stutterman, or the nerdy guy from the Kentucky Fried Chicken store. It's my tale, a kid's tale, Joey's tale. Little Joey and his cousin Sally, who was transformed right in front of his eyes into Bele, the volcano goddess. I saw it. It really happened. I know it did. It was no hallucination. My cousin Sally is the volcano goddess. And what could be cooler and more fun than that?
What happened to that funny giant guy?
Who wants to know?
That's none of your business.
It will cost you 1 dragon gold coin to use this speech.
Do you take American Express?
Where are you going with that musical instrument? It looks like it might belong to those disgusting mountain people. It's too big for a little skinny peasant girl like you.
It's a bazooka. And I'm using it to rid the universe of evil lowlifes and alien misfits.
I can believe that. A bazooka, huh? Well, pass on through. This universe definitely needs your musical talents.
Thank you. Wow. You sure got a nice view. But you don't have much of a beach. This is a very strange planet. A little bit like living in hell. But I don't believe in hell, you know. There are only brave new worlds to boldly explore and conquer. Normally, I would use a spaceship for stuff like this. Well, help me up. I got important things to do. Dragon, fire.
Maybe this is not the best way to end a real good story, by burning everything up, including women and children and stuff, like they did on one of those big cable TV shows. It's a really bad way to end it, in fact. But sometimes those writers just run out of ideas, especially when the story involves double crosses, and big surprises and twists and double twists, or like when all the characters were really dead, before the show even got started. I sure wasn't going to end it that way. But this is my ending of Joey's tale. Because, you know, the real ending was, well, sort of boring. Hello? Hello? Sally? Is someone there? Do you read me?
Did they forget about us?
I don't know. I think the radio battery might be dead.
I have to use the ladies' room.
You cannot sell pineapples or other food items on this site without a proper permit. Did you have a little fire? Aloha?
I think this case has been mostly solved, Woody. There are FBI agents everywhere.
I mostly agree with you there, Detective Boki, but we still need to locate that Jeep with Joy and the Japanese girl in it.
I am sure they are safe. They are in some back alley somewhere. That kidnapper mastermind will not be leaving the bank. The FBI has him by now.
Wow. Who made that costume for you? My mother made mine for me.
I make my own. My mother died when I was 8 years old. That was the year my father turned very angry.
So, just how is it living in a submarine?
Much better than a car.
It's very.
Hold on a second.
Cool.
I wonder, what's in the box?
Joey and those two kids have been released by the police and are walking back from the bank. They will be here soon. The FBI will probably want to interview them later.
Me and Sharon had to use the bathroom here at the park. We're watching Sharon's uncle's submarine. So, can we stay and watch them pull it out of the sand and tow it out to sea?
Of course you can, Joey. Just make it back before dinner. You and I are going out for some real Hawaiian food. So ask your friends if they want to come along.
I am ready to go back to work.
Well, I think it's time to officially add Boki's name to the Woody and Sally Detective Agency business card.
Thank you very much. Boyke is honored.
My father and I have agreed to go do an exclusive interview with some TV reporter named Felicia Mellish, or something like that. They want to do it back at the scene of the crime, with me holding my super enhanced laser space gun. I wanted to hold the bazooka, but Dad wouldn't let me.
You did a good job with that bazooka today. Boyke is very proud to have worked with you, Lisa Murray.
My name is Rita Murphy.
Yes, Boyke apologizes. Rita Murphy. Rita Murphy. Rita Murphy.
So where did you learn to pick the lock, Barry?
I don't know. I can't remember. Exactly.
Because he's really smart. And kind of handsome too.
Cool.
We have finally found the secret box that the forces of good and evil have been fighting for all these years. It is because of our amazing teamwork that we were able to track it down first. I will now open the box and reveal its secrets. The rumor is that it contains the head of an unknown and forgotten hero of the last intergalactic war. Why? What do you know? It is a barrel of 10-million-year-old Kentucky Fried Chicken. Apparently, our hero has survived the battle and will be joining Space Girl and my friends in our continuing quest to save the planet from the scourge of evil lowlives and alien misfits. That is our mission. And I will leave it. Because I am Space Girl.